Hey, what's going on, guys? All right, with my buddy Brian Coleman today, First Home Mortgage. What we want to talk about today, I get a lot of questions about this. Hey, I want to build a home. I want to go from land, purchase land, find a builder, sticks and bricks, build a house. It's an overwhelming process. It's a different mortgage loan. So today I want to meet with Brian. Him and I are working on this one right here, which is why we're filming from here in the Phoenix area, on a construction to perm loan. So we're meeting here. Him and I are taking a look at the house, seeing progress. First things you need to understand is you have two different things with a construction to perm. You're going to have your lot acquisition, which is whatever its cost is, maybe $150,000, $200,000, $300,000 depending on your land. Then you're going to have your sticks and bricks, which is the cost to build. So let's assume that this is a 4,000 square foot house. Let's just assume it's costing you $200 a square foot to build, $800,000 for sticks and bricks, and let's just assume that the lot here is a $300,000 lot. So this might be a $1.1 million, which is probably about the price of this one right here. I'm going to turn it over to Brian and say, we got that far. Let's say that you're a buyer. This is what you want to do. 1.1 is your price. What are some of the costs? What's your down payment and so forth? You want to explain that?
Absolutely. Thanks so much, first of all, Tim.
Yeah.
The first thing you want to do, if you're even considering buying and doing a new construction home, is first and foremost, you want to meet with a mortgage lender or myself, and get with your realtor.
Get your financing ducks in a row.
Get your game plan set in motion. A lot of people go out there immediately and they find a lot and they don't have a game plan and they don't have their financing in a row and they're not sure who the builder is going to be, which could cost you in the long run. So you want to make sure that when you're even thinking about this, you want to give yourself a good 6 months to a year to really make this a fruition. So
and you don't want to waste time. You don't want to waste time going out and looking at things when you don't know what you can afford, the total cash outlay, etc.
Correct. So that's my first piece of advice on something like this. The second piece of advice, as far as down payment goes, it's going to be called a construction to permanent loan, meaning that you're going to have your land acquisition and your sticks and bricks, as Tim had said, and it's going to be a one-time settlement. With this size home, in the $1.1 to $1.2 million range, Tim, most people end up putting about 20% down or more because they want to avoid the monthly mortgage insurance or the upfront mortgage insurance.
So if we're talking about down payment, $1.1 million home, we're at 250
somewhere in that.
Okay, because you also have closing costs, which are going to be another 4%.
4 to 5%, depending on where we are.
So we're really like 24%, 25%.
Correct.
So important that you do it on, if this is what you want to do, we are talking about 25% approximately needs to come in cash out of your pocket.
Correct. And again, we do have some lower down payment products, but most people try to avoid them because of the mortgage insurance costs.
Sure.
The other thing on that closing cost that I just want to tell people real quick about is typically in Maryland, those taxes are split 50-50. Whenever you do a new construction home, most of the time, the buyer will be responsible to pay the
Correct. So you pay all transfer and recordation.
So it's a little bit more on the costly side as far as closing costs.
Cost you about 1.5% more. So on something like this, you're just paying trans and rec on the lot cost or lot end?
On the lot cost, correct.
Or just on the lot cost, okay. All right, so might cost you a little bit more with that.
Correct.
All right, so let's say somebody comes in, they want to buy this, they understand they have, 200, 225, 250 to put down. They talk with you. Tell me about, do you have to close twice on this, and is there a process where the bank pays the contractor?
Correct. So that's why it's important to have that game plan up front. We've got a really great construction to perm closing. One-time close is what we call it.
That's nice.
So basically you're closing on the land and the construction to build the property one time. It's going to save you on closing costs, so you don't have to do a double settlement. And the other nice thing about this product right now, Tim, is we can lock that rate in for 1 full year.
That's
from the
nice.
time you settle for 12 months through. You'll pay interest only while the construction is going on, but you're locked into that fixed rate, so you don't have to worry about what the rates go to a year from now.
As long as you get the house built within a year.
Correct.
12 months, so you got to fight with the builder.
Right.
Most builders are going to get it done in 12 months, but you got to.
And that's why it's important to work with Tim first of all, and myself to make
get a good builder.
The right builder in the right time frame. Correct.
Good. And then there's a draw schedule throughout.
Right. So basically, after you settle, the contractors will get paid through a draw schedule, which will start with the foundation all the way through the end product, which is getting your UNO or owner occupancy credit. And once you have that owner occupancy credit, that'll be the last draw. Your builder will get paid from the bank, and then you'll move in and start the process of having a 30-year fixed loan at that point moving forward.
Hope that summarizes it, makes it as simple. It is complicated, so it's hard to explain in a short video. On average, there's about 8 draws throughout the process. The good part as the buyer, the consumer, you do sign the draw, but the bank sends a representative out who checks to make sure the work is done. It meets the general scope of work and costs, and then you as the buyer sign the draw, right? And then, so it's not like it's a headache to do this, just so you understand that. So yeah, I think that pretty much summarizes it.
And again, my biggest point of advice to everyone out there listening today is really make a game plan.
Yeah.
So many people are like, oh, we're just going to build a house now, and without a game plan, or the Ravens don't take the field every day without a game plan, or the Orioles don't take a field without a game plan. So we want to make sure that we've got a game plan. Work with Tim, work with myself in the beginning. Let's set that game plan up and let's make it fruition for you all.
Great. Great first step. Give us a call if you need any more help with this, any more questions. We'll put Brian's info in the contact. We'll copy him on this video.
Thank you.
And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this. Brian Coleman, First Home Mortgage.
Tim Kenney, Cummings & Company.
See you guys soon.
Take care.
Thanks.